Well, thank you so much for joining me live in Dallas, Texas. How are you today?
Just wonderful. Thanks for having me on.
All right, then. You're going to be talking to us about the hotly talked about AI, or artificial intelligence, today. And you're going to talk about smart gadgets. So let's get started. What steps can my homeowners take to better protect their homes from break-ins?
Well, nobody wants a break in, and there are four simple steps everyone should take to protect their home. First, you really need to lock your front door. I know it's obvious, but it really does work. Next, light up your front, side, and backyards because bad guys hate light. You also want to keep your hedges cut low so there are no hiding spots, and you want to protect your home using cameras with professional monitoring to add that extra layer of protection.
Okay, so how do we know what cameras to buy, Steve? Is there any direction on that?
Well, there's a lot of things out there. What's kind of nice is I'm working with Simply Safe, and they have an AI-enabled home security system. It's their Active Guard outdoor protection monitoring system. To explain it, basically, it uses a double layer of defense that combines advanced AI with live security agents to identify potential threats and take action before the bad guys get into your home. So the first line of defense is this right over here, is this outdoor security camera series 2, which uses AI to detect human activity on your property. Next, the AI in the cloud provides face matching technology for a Simply Safe security agent who determines if the individual caught on camera is a familiar face, like a family member, close friend, or a caregiver. If the face is not familiar, then the agent has a few options. First, they can try to talk to the person using a two-way audio. If the person doesn't respond or is clearly committing a crime, the agent can then either trigger a loud siren, can put on spotlights, or, of course, if needed, they can contact the police. So you've got these two layers where the AI is working with a live agent to really protect your home.
Are there any misconceptions that we as homeowners have about our home being safe?
Absolutely. I think too many people think that their family dog is the first line of defense and that's going to keep the bad guys away. And unfortunately, most bad guys know how to distract dogs, whether it's with a doggy treat or with a belly rub. So Rover is not the way to go. You really want an online security system like Simply Safe, and that's probably the best way to protect your home.
Before I let you go, can you tell me, do you think that not being safe at home, has that increased within the last millennium?
I don't really think so. I think, there's so much more news coverage, so you hear about a lot more crime, so you might think there's a lot more crime, but I think the FBI stats show that a lot of crime is going down, but that doesn't mean you don't want to feel safe. And plus, if it happens to you, that's, 100% is what happens as opposed to whatever the percentage really is. So you really want to make sure your home is protected, not only to protect your things, but it's also your emotional well-being. A break-in impacts you in a lot of different ways, certainly emotionally. So you really want to feel as secure as possible in your home. And that's why having something like Simply Safe makes a lot of sense.
Before I let you go, let's put a little bit more focus on AI, because one of my posters saying they don't see how that ties into this conversation. So tell me once again, Simply Safe Active Guard outdoor protection combines AI and real-time monitoring. Could you speak to that for me once again?
Yeah, well, basically, again, just to kind of recap what I said earlier, is that there's AI in the camera as well as in the cloud, and the camera is able to determine if what it sees is a human being or not a human being. It determines whether it's a dog running by or a person or a trash can blowing past. It will determine that, so it has that intelligence built into it. And then in the cloud, the faces of the people that should be at that house, like family members, close friends, caregivers, those are all identified as faces. And then the agent can determine if this is someone who is going to cause harm or not cause harm or thinks might cause harm. And then they can reach out to that person with two-way radio communication with audio in the camera to, again, tell the person to stop, identify themselves, find out what they're there for. If it's something harmless, then of course there's no problem. If it looks like a problem, then of course you've got the siren, the light, and you also have contacting police to stop this from turning into something much more serious.
Well, my audience to know, I've been speaking with Steve Greenberg. He's an award-winning author, reporter, TV personality, and he's the author of Gadget Nation. A lot of you guys told me you had his book, so there you go. He's giving you some first-hand information. Steve, once again, where do they go online as we wrap up?
If you want more information, it's very simple. Go to the Simply Safe website, which is simplysafe, SIMPLISAFE.com.
Steve Greenberg, thank you so much for being my guest today on the Valder Beebe Show. This has been valuable information.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebe Show. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/ValderBeebe Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.